Hello and welcome everybody to day 5 of the Finding Focus course. Today's lecture is all about scheduling your day. Let's kick this lesson off with a really great quote by Anthony Robbins. He says, "If you talk about it, it's a dream. If you envision it, it's possible. But if you schedule it, it's real." When you observe people to determine which productivity tool works best for them, it is usually their calendar. Even the most unorganized people usually manage to have a calendar and show up for the meetings that they have in there. Why is that? A calendar is a tool for concrete commitments with yourself and with others. It's very specific as it not only gives you a topic to spend your time on, it also dictates where you should be, when you should be there, and who you will spend time with. People show up for meetings because once it is in your calendar, it is easy to follow the specific guideline of going where you need to be at the right time. Other input, such as another meeting or colleagues interrupting, is deterred from entering your life at this specific time because that time is blocked already in your calendar. And knowing that other people will expect you to be somewhere creates accountability and drastically increases your likelihood of following through. So if you want to focus on what matters, make a very concrete commitment with yourself. Plan in advance what you will work on, where, for how long, and with whom, in brackets, with yourself. In other words, schedule what you want to focus on. After you have planned what you want to focus on for the day, it's time to make that a reality by putting it into your calendar. Start by looking at your day calendar and determine how much time you actually have left between when you start and end your day, lunch, and pre-existing commitments like meetings. In a physical calendar, block out all the commitments to have a visual sense of the time left. As a next step, schedule your one thing. First, estimate the time that you want to spend on your one thing. And then second, block time in your calendar to work on it. Remember, eat that frog from yesterday. Schedule it first thing in the morning if it's possible for you. You have just set a commitment with yourself. Congratulations! When other people try to take this time away from you, you can easily fend them off because you have a commitment already with yourself. When you yourself try to take that time away, do the same thing. Tell yourself that this slot is booked already. Treat it as you would another meeting or a medical appointment in your calendar. When you manage to get your one thing done every day, you are already more productive than 90% of the population. Of course, it is best to keep scheduling your other tasks in order of importance as well. This habit will make you ultra productive. Okay, but a very important thing. Be aware that unexpected things happen all the time. Unexpected calls, emails, to-dos, meeting, etc. Thus, you should only schedule 50% of the time in your calendar. This gives you a lot of buffer to work with. If unexpected input enters your workday, you are prepared and you have buffer. If nothing unexpected happens, you have even more time to focus on what matters to you. As a last measure, look at your calendar for the upcoming days and block time for your daily one thing in advance as early in the day as possible. Make these appointments with yourself non-negotiable and not bookable for other things and other people. This way, you have no excuses not to focus on what matters most to you. Okay, what are the key takeaways from today? People usually respect the commitments on their calendar. So, schedule what you want to focus on to make it concrete, committed, and non-negotiable. Block time in your calendar in advance for your most important tasks, and create buffer in your calendar to make room for the unexpected. Let's look at your game plan for today. You already know these steps. Plan your day before you do anything else. Write down today's actionable one thing. Write down your biggest why for the one thing and add other tasks further down the list, ranked by importance. But here comes the important part from today's lessons. Estimate the time for your one thing. Try to be as realistic as possible, and when in doubt, give it more time. Schedule your one thing in your calendar as a fixed commitment and if possible as the first thing so that you can do it as eating that frog. And then estimate the time of other important tasks, schedule them, but keep 50% buffer in your calendar. Otherwise, you will be disappointed at the end of your day that you didn't get done what you wanted to get done. And then work from your list and your calendar during the day. Do your one thing first if possible. Continue from important to not so important tasks. And at the end of your day, plan the next day. Also, don't forget to block time for your one thing for days in advance so that this time cannot be taken away from you. All right, thanks for listening again. Please, my last words of advice, don't be the person who doesn't take action. Follow your game plan today to build the habit of finding focus and schedule what matters. And I'll see you tomorrow.